What's up, y'all? It's G back with another video like, well, you already know. And if you said it with me, you lit. If you didn't, you a nut to the left, please. We're not going to mess with you. We're not going to associate ourselves with you because you didn't say it with us. On the way to 300 subs, hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And from the title of this video, you already know what we talking about. Joel Embiid is the best player in the NBA. Joel Embiid is better than your favorite player. Now he's getting back into true form. Now he's getting back into full form. Now he's getting back into he putting that suit on. He filling it out. He had a little bit of kryptonite on him. My man was hurt. Y'all try to act like injuries don't happen, and when they do, all of a sudden the player that was who he was, now he not the same. You better chill. You better respect it. You better understand that Joel Embiid is better than your favorite player. For sure. Guaranteed. There is no one better in the NBA than There's no one better than Joel Embiid. You can't name me a player that's better than Joel Embiid. When he's on the offensive side of the ball, it's almost a guaranteed bucket. That is simply what we're talking about in basketball, is getting a bucket. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear about no nuances. I don't want to hear about anything extra in the game. I don't want to hear it. Joel Embiid step on the court, you pass him the ball because you're probably going to get a bucket. Period. There's nothing else to talk about. Y'all want to talk about assists, rebounds, blocks? No. We talking about basketball. Buckets. Put the ball in the hoop the most efficient and best way possible. Period. That's basketball when we're talking about how great a player is. Period. You can say, well, by that logic, this player, that player, he ain't, but whatever player you gonna name ain't better than Joel Embiid. Whatever player you gonna name ain't as talented as Joel Embiid. Whatever player you gonna name ain't got footwork like Joel Embiid, ain't got a smoothness like Joel Embiid, ain't got a handle for his size like Joel Embiid. Whoever you gonna name ain't better than Joel Embiid. You can't name a player better than Joel Embiid and getting a bucket. You can't. It's impossible to do. You can't leave him open at three. It's a bucket. You can't give him the midi. It's a guaranteed bucket. And him driving to the lane, he got so many different moves, you don't even know what to do when he drives to the lane. Y'all want to just hate because it's Philadelphia attached and associated to his name. Y'all want to hate because of the playoff success or non-success. I don't give a damn about none of that. We're talking about straight buckets. Joel Embiid, the best at getting it. Period. There's no one better at doing that. No one has ever been as good as him doing that. Joel Embiid is probably the greatest player of all time before he retires, bro. Y'all put too much into championships for me. Y'all put too much into playoffs for me. Y'all do too much with that. For me, it's too much. It's all of this extra, this, that, and the third. I'm talking about getting a bucket. Who's going to be the first to get a bucket? Put your favorite player on the court against the defense of the greatest defense ever imagined. Will he get a bucket before Joel Embiid? No. Joel Embiid is the greatest bucket getter the NBA has ever seen. Period. That means he's the greatest player of all time. Y'all put too much into extra shit, and I'm tired of it. Oh, yeah, this, that, and the third. It's the playoffs. It's the championships. It's the rings. It's the MVPs. It's the this. It's the that. It's players that ain't never win MVP. It's players that ain't never even make it to the NBA. It's players that ain't never go to the finals. It's players that ain't never make the playoffs. Why is that a stipulation? Why? Why is that a stipulation to being the best, is that I got to have a ring? Why? Why is that? Why I can't say, when I get on the court, I'm going to get a bucket before you get a bucket every time? How does that not mean I'm not better than you? That's my logic behind all of this. That's my logic. Joel Embiid is the greatest player to ever play in an NBA game. He's the greatest player to ever step foot on an NBA court. He's the greatest player to ever play NBA basketball. Why? Because he's going to get a bucket before you or your favorite player or your favorite teammate gets a bucket. Period. He's probably going to get a bucket before anybody you could ever name. Period, bro. Second to him is probably LeBron. Third is probably prime Steph Curry. Fourth is probably James Harden. I'm sorry. That's about it for me. Like, that's buckets. Like, I'm about buckets. If you're getting buckets, that's what I'm about. You gotta be about getting buckets, in my opinion. If you ain't getting no buckets, you ain't getting shit. Now, you can get paid for defense and all of that. That is highly valued for winning a championship. That is highly valued for being a great teammate, and all the extra assists and rebounds and defense and all of that is cool. I'm not taking that away. Winning championships, winning playoff success, that's nice. Good job, brother. You did it. This nigga gonna get a bucket. What you gonna do? You need 4 other men to help you. This nigga go get a bucket guaranteed. Joel Embiid is guaranteed to get a bucket. That's all I'm saying. Guaranteed means that he's the best. Point blank, period. I'm talking about ever. Not right now, not this year, ever. You ain't never seen buckets get that. Before him, I'm sorry, I left out KD. Before him, it was KD, the easiest bucket we ever seen. Now, I'm not saying that his level of bucket gettingness was on Joel's level, but I'm saying the ease of it was, his ease is similar. Similar ease to the buckets between them. But Joel is just, you can't stop him. That's what I'm saying. We talking about dominance. You can't stop him. He is literally, Joel Embiid's offensive game literally is only if I miss. There's nothing you can do to stop me. It's only if I miss. Your attempt at defense on me is null and void. That's how good Joel Embiid is. He's the greatest basketball player to ever walk the face of the earth. I'm sorry. I said it. I had to say it. Peace of the Middle East, about Harry Grease with a crease of the like, comment, and subscribe. Joel Embiid, the GOAT. Deuces.